Hi everyone, I'm using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart for our reading today. I'll choose some cards from the Psychic Tarot. I'll choose 3 from the Destiny pack, and I'll also choose 1 from the Gods, Goddesses and Angels and 1 from the Mystical Healing as well for some extra guidance. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video, and as always, take what resonates and just put the rest to one side and just see what unfolds. We are on the threshold of monumental change where Pluto is moving into Aquarius tomorrow from Capricorn. And this is a generational shift, so it's not that every day the outer planets move, because when they move into different signs, it really does bring an energy shift. The outer planets move very slow, and Pluto takes 250 years, 50 years to journey around the zodiac through each sign. So this is a powerful shift that we will all feel. So today we have Jupiter and Mercury conversing, both in each other's signs. Jupiter in Gemini and Mercury in Sagittarius, bringing through this uplifting energy, this upliftment. Jupiter is all around wisdom, faith, gratitude, expansion, good luck. Mercury is our communication and things coming to us, and I'm just feeling good news coming in. The Sun is conversing with Uranus. Uranus is bringing in those changes, and I see Uranus as the galactic fixer. So if we are off course, out of alignment, Uranus comes in and shifts us and brings us into alignment. And this could come with a epiphany, it could come with a conversation, it could come with a realization. So it's really listening and feeling what is going on within us and around us, and being guided by that inner compass of peace and love. So when Pluto moves into Aquarius tomorrow and has been in Capricorn for the last 18 years, since 2008, so has been travelling through Capricorn and has dipped into Aquarius and then retrograded back into Capricorn a few times. The last time being in September, where Pluto was in Aquarius from around January and then dipped back out into Capricorn in September up to tomorrow. So during those, from September to the recent, to this date, we have gone through a lot of shifts. We've gone through the feeling the burdens of life, feeling the burdens of our reality, and then watching as the power over the big companies start to fall, and we are taking more responsibility for what we place in our bodies, what we are connecting with and listening to. We've started to see the dismantling of the powers over, and how I'm seeing it is we have plugged in to this power, and this power supply has been very low. Now we're all unplugging from this power and plugging into our own divine connection. And I'm just seeing that there is divine intervention coming in now, divine intervention at play. So we are shifting this week. This week is going to be so different to past weeks, because we've been coming up to this threshold of shifting into Aquarius, where we are being lifted up into the higher octave of consciousness. The old way of being and the old way of relying and having to have support from others has shifted. Now moving here into this threshold of stepping in, and I'm just feeling this energy that is coming in is going to really bring those Hail Mary moments, the miraculous changes that are going to happen really quickly, especially with the Sun and Uranus communicating. Also, we have the Mars and the North Node communicating with each other, lighting each other up. Mars is the ruler of Aries, where the North Node is residing at this moment until January. So Mars is lighting up the North Node, lighting up Aries, the I am, the new beginnings, the divine interventions, the passion. So this energy is coming in with such a positive upliftment, setting us free from the entanglements of the past. So I'm asking for a message for the highest and greatest good for the collective, or anyone who views this video. We have Mercury in Sagittarius and Jupiter in Gemini, both in each other's, there we go. We have the Magician, who is connecting to Mercury, bringing in that magic. We have the Chariot and the Fool. Beautiful cards, all major arcana cards. So these are already set. When we receive the major arcana, this is already in our reality. So we are moving into this new phase, this energy shift that is lifting us from this earth sign of Capricorn, which is all about structure, time, the old beliefs, the limiting beliefs that we've all been programmed into. Really coming into this self-realization of who we are. Setting ourselves free from those limiting beliefs, unplugging ourselves from the power over, taking responsibility and ownership, and listening to our own bodies and our own hearts in which direction we wish to move. So we have the Magician, and he is bringing down the higher consciousness, the fifth and higher dimensions, bringing it down and anchoring it into this time, into his body, into his Earth Star chakra. There's an alchemization occurring today. Today, universal number is 19, which reduces to, which is 10 reduces to 1. And also the universal month and year reduces to 1. So this is the doorway moving through into this shift, this raise in consciousness. And something is happening. It may be something small, but it's a catalyst for beautiful change in our lives. So if we're still feeling the burdens of Capricorn, of Pluto doing the last turns there in Capricorn, knowing that something's going to shift. It could be something small that grows into something huge. Or we could already be seeing it, seeing the changes that are coming in. So wherever it is, feel the excitement. Feel the excitement of this change. Our souls have elected to be here at this time from all places around the cosmos. We've come here to be part of the evolution, the ascension of our souls, first and foremost. And that is when we go back into Capricorn and Pluto in Capricorn, it's brought in the realization that our heads aren't in control. Our heads don't know everything. We may have a belief, and then that belief we may have a thought, and we start listening to that thought, then that thought becomes a belief, which is, for the most part of our lives, has been a limiting one, because we have not stood into this self-realization that we're standing in now. So the dissolving of all those limitations that we've placed upon ourselves. So and this card as well, 1, the first card in the major arcana. So we have these wands today, and we are the magical wand. Whatever we focus on, we create, because energy, wherever we place our energy, whatever it is, it will grow. If it's a small problem, it'll grow into a huge one. We've all been there. We're all starting to see that now, that no matter what has happened, we've all come through better than okay. We've gone through a lot of learning, but we're all here. And this is the magic that is starting to activate within us, the magic of that self-belief, the magic of faith, the magic of expansion, breaking free from the contraction of everything that has been programmed within us. So this is pure magic. This is bringing divine intervention. The Chariot, and you can see this is in this deck, it's move, and we are moving, we're shifting, following our hearts, letting go of anything this evening, taking that breath, just doing the self-cleans, the cleansings, visualizing that doorway, and tomorrow the universal number is 2. And this is the number of the divine architect. And that's what we're going to do tomorrow. We're stepping into the creation of New Earth, of the age of Aquarius, and Atlantis is coming through. We're moving back up through the dimensions, the frequencies, coming back into that time of Atlantis. We have chosen higher timelines. We are on the highest timeline at this moment. It might not feel it, but we are, and we're shifting into a even higher timeline, and we move with our hearts. This is our chariot holding our soul. Our soul resides within our bodies. Our soul is not outside of us. We are not controlling our soul. Our soul is taking us on a journey, and we are exactly where we're meant to be. Our ego may tell us that we should be taken out of the dictionary, that our expectations will tell us that we are meant to be further on in our path, that we're still not good enough, when in actual fact, as long as we're doing what we love and feeling the joy of that, that's all is required. That's our soul bringing us through, and we're enjoying every moment because it's exactly where we're meant to be. We're not arguing with our soul. We have been into battle with the divine masculine, the divine feminine within. We have been in battle with our soul, not being happy where we have landed sometimes, not seeing the grace of God where we are. So the chariot is reminding us that our body is housing our soul, that our soul is the driving force of this chariot. Our bodies, our minds, our heads can go into conflict with our souls, but ultimately we will be taken exactly where we're meant to go. And the realization is to find the joy in that, because as we find the joy in it, we start to move up through the higher dimensions, through connecting to the higher frequencies, so that we see a bigger picture, a more heavenly perception of what's going on in our lives. So we're going through this move tomorrow of Pluto moving into Aquarius, which we have been speaking about for quite some time now. And as we are moving through this time, from this earth sign to this higher consciousness, and Uranus rules Aquarius. So we have this Uranus energy, the sun is shining, communicating and shining upon Uranus, bringing in those changes that we have been working hard to come into alignment with. So anything that's left, we will be nudged in the right direction. Uranus will never knock us in the wrong direction. Our ego will create a distraction and obstacles to go into battle with where we may be finding ourselves. But once we stop all that and being present and observe, we start to move then with grace, with divine intervention, which is coming in and infusing each of our energies, asking us to go into our heart, to listen to our soul, to tend to our inner light. We have all this fire energy in the North Node of Aries, ruled by Mars. Mars is in Leo. So we have this inspiration, this spark of inspiration coming in that's going to ignite us and shift us. And then we have the Fool. And then this, it's trust. So these beautiful cards today that are so uplifting, because we're moving into a time of upliftment, a time of expansion. The Fool is the card that's new beginnings. The Magician is the card after the Fool, which is we're moving into this magical reality, a magical time of our seeing how we create. We don't need to plug in and listen to another power over, somebody telling us what to do and how to think. We're actually taking ownership of this vehicle and creating a sanctuary for our soul to reside in, taking us on this new journey. That is, you can see their arms are open. She is being led by light. She's being led by her heart, and this is what the card here, Move, the Chariot, is asking us to be guided by our hearts, to open our heart, to let the alchemization of those limiting beliefs, those burdens that we have placed upon ourselves, to dissolve now. So I'm asking for, let's just see what's on the base of the pack. We have the Emperor lead. Again, another major arcana, and the Hanged Man, which is observe in this deck. So the Emperor is the card that is connected to Aries. So this is the start of something new. The Emperor is creating its empire. It's the Divine Father, the masculine, coming through now with the action, where we have attuned now to our intuition, our spiritual gifts. The Emperor is coming in, the Divine Masculine is coming in and bringing in the motivation, the excitement, the passion for us to move forward. The Emperor does not run around trying to fix everything and force anything. He's there with his scroll and his spiritual guide there, his higher self. And this is where we are coming into alignment. This is Aquarius, Pluto moving into Aquarius, the connection with our higher self, listening to the guidance from our I am presence, our higher self. We've gone through Pluto in Saturn, where we have been shamed, embarrassed, where we have been isolated and judged for being different. Now we're standing, we are coming back and owning every essence of our soul, bringing it back into this time and space, creating from this place of divine action. And the observe. This is the Hanged Man in traditional tarot, where he is hung upside down on a tree by his foot. And this is Odin, the god that hung himself upside down on the tree of knowledge to gain the wisdom. And that's what we have been doing. We have been gaining so much wisdom. We have looked into every single area of our lives, and we know where we have been disowning ourselves, sacrificing our happiness and our energy to fit in, to be accepted, when there was a part of ourselves that we weren't accepting because of shame, because of whatever belief we had that we weren't good enough. We're moving from that. So we're being asked to look around and observe ourselves, how we are interacting. This is Mercury. We have Mercury here, connected to the Magician. And in this deck, it's manifest. Our words manifest. Our thoughts manifest, because our thoughts become the reality that we move around in. So this is exciting, really exciting times. And this is the card connected to Neptune. And Neptune is in Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac. Really, this is one of deep spirituality, connecting to our spiritual essence, and seeing that that's our power. We don't need to plug in to anything outside of us, connecting into our own source energy that resides within each and every one of us, and observing everything around us. With every choice we're here, every choice that we have made, we have free will. Whether we've made those choices through fear or expectation, whatever those choices have been, we are facing those choices that we have made from fear, from other people's expectations, or our own expectation upon ourselves. And it is to sit and bring the higher consciousness, our higher self, through in these moments that we are moving into the expansion of the age of Aquarius, that we all are one. There is no power over in Aquarius. We each hold our individuality, realizing that we're all connected. So this is a beautiful shift for us to really observe a mystical, magical self. The energy of this week starts with so much magic and these magical shifts that are occurring. So I'm asking the Destiny pack for a message, and there we have. This is loyalty, unconditional love. Again, move with unconditional love. Let all those conditions we placed upon ourselves and others to dissolve now in this energy of the sun is still in Scorpio, and Pluto rules Scorpio. So it's allowing the alchemization now. We've all really gone deep into our subconscious, and this is what Pluto does, not to harm, but for us to find those gems, those treasures of enlightenment. We've all been there, and to trust now that wherever we shift, It's for our highest good. And the wish being granted. So as we let go of those conditions that we place upon ourselves and others, the burdens that we have carried through lifetimes that have really sat on our shoulders and then fogged our minds, letting all them go now. It's the end of all that. And as we let go of that, we see this is the start of our wishes being fulfilled. Then we have the key to success. So we're moving in, we're unlocking something powerful within us. Nothing's locked. We are coming into alignment with something powerful within us. Knowing that we are in this place of creation, and we will, when we come into that faith, create everything that is of a higher frequency, higher experiences, beautiful experiences, because we've cleansed from the condition that it has to be this way before we'll be happy, conditions that they have to act a certain way before I will love them, conditions of I have to look a certain way before I will love myself. Letting all them go, being at peace within who we are and where we are, and the protection. And as I always, this card comes with Archangel Michael, knowing that he is around each and every one of us, protecting us and guiding us with his sword of light, with his legions of light, knowing that we are protected to sink into the peace of that. And the peace of that is not doing anything. It's still going through life, but pausing and finding that peace and feeling that protection, knowing that we are protected. All who are in our care are protected. And then we have the anchor, anchoring this light, anchoring this wisdom that's coming through, this spiritual intelligence that's coming through, these spiritual activations that are occurring, and also we're having these psychic activations, as well as we've let go of those layers upon layers that have blocked us from connecting to those psychic awareness. It's something natural within each and every one of us. We all have it. We just cover it over from lifetimes upon lifetimes of hiding our light. Now we're moving up and light's coming through, and this is the time of illumination, time of bodies of light and happiness after sadness. So, and also this is a card of recovery. So if you have been going through some difficulties within your health and well-being, your mental, emotions, whatever, there's been some disruption there, know that we're coming into a place of health, of recovery of our spirits rejuvenating now with this shift and this cleansing that we're all going through. So I'm asking now the gods and goddesses, the angels, for a message. And we have the angel of healing and the angel of emergence and the angel of pleasure. So again, we've gone through this deep cleansing of limiting beliefs, of old conditioning. The angels are here helping us to heal from the past, not just this lifetime, past lives. And the angel there is connecting to the solar plexus. So this is the I am. This is who we are. This is our intuition, the area of our intuition and the relationship with ourselves. To find peace with ourselves, to find peace with everything around us, because in doing so, that shifts us because we've learned the lesson of not going into a conflict, not going into a battle, not going into a place of resistance. If we're resisting where we are, that will carry on until it's I surrender. I surrender and take a breath. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to put anything in place. The divine will do all that. And like I say, this is a time of divine intervention. So wherever you are facing, whatever you are facing, whatever place you may feel that you're in, know that there's something coming in that's going to be a catalyst for beautiful change. And then the angel of emergence. This is the empowerment of realizing that no one has power over us. No one. And once we take responsibility for ourselves, things start changing in a wonderful way. The angel of emergence. This is us coming out of that shell, facing up to the light of the divine, feeling the power, the love, the freedom. And what I'm feeling with this is stepping in to our sovereignty, into our divine sovereignty, being our unique selves. This is an emergence that's occurring. So the layers are falling away that I visualize as the shell, and within us we have this light that now is connecting to divine light. And that's where the power surges, the positive, nothing power over anyone else. This is nothing like that. It's a divine power that ignites within us a passion, gives us the energy to start to move. And then the angel of pleasure. Take pleasure in every single thing we do. And as we do, we're imprinting that energy into everything that we touch. Just staying focused, keeping our minds, our thoughts on what we're doing, the energy we are placing into anything that we are touching, who we're speaking to, if we're doing healing, whatever it may be. Feel the pleasure of being a conduit of the divine and bringing that energy through to manifest in the most pleasurable, joyful, loving ways. So this is a wonderful time for us during this shift. And the message from the mystical healing now. Focus on clear thinking. You can see there she's unraveling a ball of string, and there's a wing coming from her head. So with this is coming through the message of don't overanalyze, stop overthinking, stop asking the questions that God's got the answer to. Coming into that faith, clearing our minds. Focus on the thoughts that uplift us, that strengthen us, that bring that strength and emergence within our bodies, knowing that our souls are here for a reason. We're not here by accident. We're here for a reason. And as we do what brings us joy and love and peace, that's the reason. We're all the same. There's no one greater than anyone else. And when we find ourselves and find what it is that brings us peace and what we love doing, and carry on doing that, go beyond the limiting beliefs of not achieving. That's a limiting belief. Going into our hearts and doing what brings joy to us. That is us here doing what our soul has come to do. And as we do that in a quiet way, life changes. People outside may not see that, but we see it in our own reality. Things start changing. So, and I'll pull the other card for this one, is relax. Relax and have faith. Breathe in peace. Breathe in love and exhale peace and exhale love. Just keep that shifting now and moving. Clearing our minds. Clearing all the pathways of our minds. Bringing relaxation into our bodies and peace into our bodies. We've battled long enough with ourselves. It's time to find peace. So I'm sending so much love. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and tomorrow feeling that shift into Aquarius with the planets all assisting us, really holding us, Venus in Capricorn, dissolving those structures that were not of love. The Divine Masculine Capricorn, who is Pluto, is there and shifting, allowing anything of the divine, of the Father, any father issues, or the Divine Masculine within us to dissolve now, coming into the emergence of oneness. So I'm sending so much love. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you for listening. If you've stayed to the end, thank you so much.